Good evening and welcome to Pakistan Today from our Islamabad studio. I'm Victoria Lane. U.S. President Donald Trump says he believes a deal with Iran could be reached as early as next week, a move he says could help preserve the current ceasefire and reopen the Strait of Hormuz to maritime traffic. Trump stated that Iran did not notify Washington before pausing ceasefire-related communications, but insisted the development would not derail negotiations. Meanwhile, Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian told Japan's Prime Minister that Tehran remains prepared to facilitate shipping through the Strait of Hormuz, while maintaining that U.S. sanctions continue to hinder trade and maritime operations. Meanwhile, tensions surrounding Lebanon continue to rise. An advisor to Iran's supreme leader has warned that Tehran will not tolerate further escalation in Lebanon, saying Iran's patience has limits, and emphasizing that the Strait of Hormuz remains under Iranian control. Iran's National Security Committee chief, Ibrahim Azizi, has also warned of serious consequences if attacks continue. Israel has rejected U.S. calls to halt operations, with Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir vowing intensified action against Hezbollah. Israeli strikes in southern Lebanon have reportedly killed 8 more civilians, pushing the death toll since March close to 3,500. Pakistan has expressed grave concern over the worsening situation in Lebanon and has called for an immediate ceasefire and respect for Lebanese sovereignty. Addressing an emergency meeting of the United Nations Security Council, Pakistan's permanent representative Asim Iftikhar Ahmad said the humanitarian and security situation is deteriorating rapidly. He noted that more than 3,400 people have been killed since March, while over 1 million have been displaced. Pakistan has condemned Israeli actions and reaffirmed support for diplomacy as the only path toward lasting peace. Turning to domestic developments, work on the upgradation of the National Police Academy is progressing rapidly, with major training facilities nearing completion. Federal Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi reviewed the project during a visit to Islamabad and directed authorities to complete the elite school firing range and boundary wall within 2 months. The Academy is also expected to gradually transition towards solar energy, modernize training courses, and expand digital classroom facilities. For more on this story, we go to our Islamabad correspondent, Sarah William.
Thank you, Victoria. Officials here say the Academy upgrade is aimed at strengthening professional law enforcement training through modern infrastructure and updated educational standards. Authorities are focusing on expanding tactical training facilities while integrating technology-based learning systems. Sources involved with the project say several major components are approaching completion phases. The government says the changes are intended to improve operational readiness and modern policing standards nationwide.
Thank you, Sarah William, reporting from Islamabad. Pakistan and Italy have signed an agreement abolishing visa requirements for holders of diplomatic passports. The accord was signed in Rome by senior officials from both countries. During discussions, both sides reviewed bilateral cooperation and engagement at international forums, including the United Nations and European Union. Officials say the agreement will facilitate diplomatic exchanges and further strengthen growing ties between Islamabad and Rome. Meanwhile, the federal government is considering allocating more than 70 billion rupees in the upcoming budget for parliamentarians' development schemes. Budget proposals also include funding for parliament lodges, National Archives modernization, solar energy projects, and digitalization initiatives. More than 1.5 billion rupees have also been earmarked for Islamabad Technopolis, while women's welfare projects are expected to receive additional allocations. And finally, the Pakistan Meteorological Department has forecast windstorms and intermittent rainfall in Lahore and other parts of Punjab through June 5th. A new westerly weather system is expected to bring rain, with isolated heavy downpours and hailstorms possible in some areas. Hot and dry weather is expected to continue in Sindh and Balochistan, while authorities have also raised concerns over glacial lake outburst floods due to intense heat in parts of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Alerts have been issued for several northern districts as authorities prepare for potential weather-related emergencies. That's all for now. You're watching Pakistan Today. I'm Victoria Lane.